Hi everyone, this is Shane, and I was thinking this would be a good time for me to do this video. We've just brought on a bunch of new members, and then I wanted to do this video at this particular time for other reasons, and I'm going to get to those reasons here shortly. What I would like to do is just to kind of introduce myself for the people that don't know me, and because I want you to know who I am, and I want you to know that I'm a real person, and you know, so those things. So because the more we know about each other, the more we can help each other. Um, and also I want to talk to you about a couple of other things, just really quick. Um, One of the things I want to talk about is the fact that I am a real person, and I have real problems, real life issues, just like you do. And if you take a look at me right now, I just got back from my grandmother's house and taking care of her place and cleaning it up, and she can't do any of that herself. And mowing the grass, you know, different things like that, taking care of it, a lot of hard work. And um, and as you can see, I'm dirty. I don't know if you can see all, you know, my clothes. This hat, I don't know if you can see that or not. I've had it for a long time, as you can see, very dirty. Uh, you know, just a bunch of sweat, dirt, blood, everything you can imagine is within this hat. And you know, there's a couple of reasons why, you know, I keep this hat, because it does symbolize all the hard work that I put in, you know, to get to where I'm at, and what kind of hard work it takes for you to get to where you want to be. Now, and by the way, this hat really stinks really bad. So, you know, that people can smell me coming. So, but anyway, that's what I want to talk to you about today, or in this video. Um, what it takes to be successful online, what it takes to be successful at anything, really. Before I started online or making money online, I had a lawn care business, and I still have that to this day, and it's still going. I work very hard. I work hard every day. Um, and so that's what I did before I started making money online. Um, Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about what it takes to be successful in making money online, and what kind of commitment that you're going to have to make to it. There are a lot of internet marketers, not all of them. There's a lot of good ones. There's a lot of very good people out there, but there's a lot of internet marketers or product creators that want you to believe that that it's easy, that, you know, anybody can do it, or it's just you're really going to have the easy time with their product. It's going to be very easy for you, and the truth is that it's never going to be easy. It's not easy, and there is no product out there right now, and there never will be a product out there that is going to make it just unbelievably easy for you to make money. That will never happen. Just because you bought my product doesn't mean it's going to be easy and you're automatically going to start taking or making money. That's just not the way it works. It will never work that way. I see so many people that you know, decide, well, I'm just going to quit my job because I can go, you know, get a computer and you know, do something online and make all kinds of money, and I can sit and watch TV all day. And so they quit their job, and you know the rest. They never make any money. So a lot of people go into this journey thinking that it's easy, and it's quite the opposite. It's probably going to be the hardest job you've ever had. It's definitely going to be the hardest to be successful at. Just a couple of things that you want to think about before you go down this road. This takes a ton of commitment, takes a ton of dedication, it takes a lot of your time, and it's probably going to be, or you're probably going to have to work more than you ever have at anything you've ever done. I know that may scare some people off, and you know, it does, because there's a lot of people that simply don't want to do any kind of work. They don't want to have to do anything. They want to be able to buy a product, download it, you know, and not much after that. They don't want to go have to do much after that, and then they expect to make money. It's just never going to happen. So the best thing that you can do for yourself right now is change the way you think, or you have to shift your focus, or your mindset has to become something totally different. Once that you can accept that this is going to be work, it's a job, it's your business, it's a hard job, it's a real job, and it's not a job to take lightly. It takes an extreme amount of hard work and dedication. I don't know how better to put that, but that's what it takes. And it's taken me a ton of hard work. I've worked harder at this than I could ever than I've worked in the past. But you can do it. You can do it. And the good thing about it is, once you get past that, the real hard part, once you get past that, it does get easier. And you can even get to a point where all you have to do is turn on your computer and check and see how much money you made. You can get to that point, but it doesn't come easy. And it has to be respected, and it has to be treated for what it is, a job. It's your business. And so that's the mindset that you have to have. There's going to be times when you're sitting at your computer and you're working, and you really get down and down on yourself, or you start thinking that this is never going to happen for you. You know, there's going to be those times. What you need to do at those times is go get a picture of your daughter, your son, your family, your mother, your father, grandfather, grandmother, and take a look at it, and then remind yourself why you're doing what you're doing, why you're working so hard, and then suck it up and work more. Those are the things that have to happen. You know, I think back to you know, things that's gone on in my life, or that I've went through in the past, that's you know, helped me with my my online works, my job online. And you know, when I think about that, I think about I remember when I played football. I played all sports, but when I played football, and then if there's people out there that played football in high school, college, you're going to know what I'm talking about. But I think back to those days when two-a-days start in the summer, and it is unbelievably hot, and it's very hot here in Oklahoma. And we would practice for 4 hours, then take a break, and then practice again that same day. So we would do two-a-days, 2 practices a day. And it was just, you know, ridiculously hard. It was brutal. And what would happen is, at the end of the second practice, we would start running. And I'm not talking about just jogging up and down, you know. I'm talking about doing circuits, which I know a lot of people don't have any idea what I'm talking about. But what would we do? What we would do was, it was called circuits, and so we would start off by doing 10-yard sprints. And I know a lot of people out there going, what does this have to do with me making money? What does this have to do with me buying your product? I understand that, but this is going to help. We would start doing 10-yard sprints, 30 of them, 10 yards, and that's it. And then we'd move to 20 yards sprints, 30 of them. And then we'd go to 40, to 50, to 60, to 70 yards, then 80 yards, then 90 yards. And by the time we were done with the 90-yard circuit, you could not even lift your arms up. You couldn't even take another step. We were so tired, so physically worn down, that it was just not possible to take another step. At that point, you're fighting just to get a breath of air. And I remember that. I'll never forget those days. But at that point, we would have to walk to the other side of the field, and then we would have one more sprint, and it was the 100 yards. And again, at that point, physically, we couldn't move. In your head, in your mind, you know that there's just absolutely no way that you're going to be able to sprint 100 yards at that point. You're fighting for just a breath of air, and there's just no possible way no physical way that you're going to run 100 yards and sprint. I remember right before it was time to go, what happens is you look inside yourself and you take a journey, is the best way I can describe it, and you start digging deep, and I mean real deep, because you have to find that inside of you, find that extra energy, find that want to, and what happens is you really find out what you're all about. You really find out if you're for real, and you dig down, and then you find it. You find what it takes to go even more. And it's almost a mystical experience. It's almost a, how do I say it? It's a journey. You go to someplace else in your mind, and you find what it takes to work harder. And then you do it. But at that time, you can also quit. But it's your choice. You can either keep going and know that it's going to hurt really bad, or you can quit. Well, that has a lot to do with what you're doing today. Because what happens is you run into a snag or something when you're working online, when you're working with whatever product you buy, you run into a snag, and then you just, a lot of people just want to quit, or they stop looking for answers. They stop searching for the answers themselves. Well, if you don't have what it takes, or if you don't want to reach down and grab whatever that is, to what it takes to make money online, I'm not sure if this is right for you. But only you can make that decision. And at the end of the day, if you haven't made any money, it's not the product's fault. It's not the product creator's fault. It's not because you bought a bad product. To find that answer why you haven't made any money online, it's really easy. Just get up and walk over to your closest mirror and take a look, and you'll find your answer. Those are the types of things that we have to think about, and you will have to think about. And you can do it, but just don't let anybody tell you that it's easy. Don't convince yourself that it's going to be easy. make that commitment, make the choice that you're going to work hard, and you're going to work harder than you ever have before. Because once you have that mindset, then you can progress. But I don't want to take up any more of your time. It's over 15 minutes now. But I wanted to do this video so that you can see me and see who I am, and that I'm a real person, and I don't hide behind anything. You know, a lot of marketers, not all of them, but a lot of them will stay hidden because it's in their best interest to stay hidden. They don't want you to know them or know who they are, or you know what they look like. But not all of them. There are a lot of good business people, and especially here in the Warrior Forum. So I'm here to help, and if you have any questions, I am here to help, and I will answer those questions for you. But just keep this in mind when you run into a snag, or you believe that you know something, you need help, or you know you don't understand something. Just think to yourself, have I done everything that I possibly can do to find out the answer? Have I looked for answers online somewhere? Have I you know, done my work to find the answers for myself? And at that point, if you still haven't got the answer, absolutely, I'm here to help. But you have to get out of the habit of, anytime you run into a snag, you quit and throw your hands up and say, oh, this is wrong, this is bad, this is, you know. If you can get in the mindset that, well, I ran into a snag, but I'm going to find the answer to it, and I'm going to do it myself, and I'm going to learn myself, and because people aren't going to be around to do it for you all the time. This is yours. This is what you have to do, and so really understand that you know, learning is a process. It's a process of doing and then learning as you're doing. So just understand that, and you will do very well. And I will always be here to help you, and we can do a lot of great things together. So I'm going to let you go now, and I hope you know a little bit more about me now. And if you need anything, you can always send an email in, okay? And we'll talk to you later.